This is Umar for BoxNation. I'm joined by Archie Sharp here in London. First time I believe you're on BoxNation on the relaunch, Archie.
I believe so, mate. I believe so. It's been a long time, but we're back.
I actually had Roy on in New York,
Yep.
and we were talking about yourself, and I was saying, how much do you believe Archie's got left? How much is in him? And when he was talking to me, even off camera, fully confident and believes that you can still do a lot in this sport, Arch.
I appreciate that. What do you mean got a lot left? I'm still young now. I'm still a young baby.
But you've been around for a while.
Don't ever doubt me, Umar. Don't ever doubt me. I'm 29. I'm young. I feel good. And like I say, me and Roy are very, very close now. I built a really good relationship over the last year and a bit. And he really does believe in it. Like I say, Navarrete fight after with Valdez. He was on the phone straight away and he said, Arch, we need to make this happen now. Like, we're ready. Like, everything happens for a reason. I always say about trusting the process. A couple of years ago, I look back now and I think, well, maybe I might have not been ready, even though I felt ready. But now, working with Roy over the last year, I've seen things, I'm working on things, and watching box now, I never used to watch it. And I look more mature, and I think you're going to see that on Saturday. I'm not too sure about the opponent we've got. I've heard he's tough, his game, he comes to fight and whatever else. So we'll see what happens with him. And once we switch him off, then yeah, we move on.
How did you cope in those 2 years, even more than 2 years?
I was more than that. 2019 was my last active year, 4 fights, and then we had COVID, and then obviously the split, and then so yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a hard work. It's been a lot of character testing. Times when I thought, do you know what I mean? Should we just knock it on the head? Should we not? But no, I stayed dedicated. I live a good life, and I've got, yourself, Umar, I've got a wife, I've got 4 children. So I live a good life.
But mentally, were you all right?
Mentally, yeah. Listen, always hard, always. But I'm mentally strong, mentally positive. It's been a lot of challenges, but we push on now, and we're here. We're here. The light's at the end of the tunnel, and I believe this is a really good, exciting year now. Frank, obviously having Frank and it's now TNT now, isn't it? It's not BT anymore.
Yeah.
So that's been a while since then. But now we've got them behind us with the WBO. The world is my oyster now. I beat everyone in the super featherweight division. I still stand on that and I still believe it. I believe Shakur did avoid me and go to lightweight. Not just because of myself. What I mean is he was saying that there was no fights for him at super featherweight. I was number 1 in the WBO for 2 years, screaming for that fight. Even if he thought it was an easy fight and a quick little paycheck, he could have easily boxed me and said, oh yeah, I beat the number 1 kid, move on. But he never. Do you know what I mean? Instead, he just stayed silent, stayed under the radar and went to lightweight. So that's what I believe. So Shakur, you gelled and shit yourself. But yeah, that's another story.
You truly believe that, yeah?
I truly believe there was fights there for him. There's fights there. Listen, there's 2 ways you can lose. You can not fight. You either outbid yourself. There's a few ways, but you can either outbid yourself or you just basically say no or run them down. And that's what he done. He run me down just to say I didn't deserve the shot. But I was at number 1 for 2 years. I've done what I was. Everyone who was put in front of me, Declan Garrity, anyone you say, I beat. I've done what I was asked to do. Still unbeaten. I'm 24-0, and I believe that's the best in the UK at the minute in all the divisions in regards of most unblemished record, which is true, in all the weights. So check that up as well. I think the next one below me is Conor Ben on 23. But yeah, so that's where we are.
I don't want you to take this question the wrong way, but do you have regrets now leaving Frank Warren?
Mate, I don't want to sound like a parrot, but I'm going to sound like a parrot about trusting the process and everything happens for a reason, mate. Listen, it is what it is. Life is beautiful and it's brilliant, and it comes and unfolds in ways that you never expected it, I thought something was happening, it never went that way, so now therefore we are where we are, and we move on. I say I'm young, I'm fresh, I've got loads to give to the game. If you say now, Lee Wood, Joe Cordina, all of them fighters, I believe, 30, when they started picking up world titles and more.
Lee Wood even older.
Maxie Hughes.
Yeah.
So, and I've had no mileage at all. 24 fights, 24 wins, and I still feel fresh and even more fresh now. Like I'm learning these new skills, mate. Unbelievable. I can't tell you about them. Like superpowers, Overweight Jones superpowers,
So is it a deal you've done with Queensberry, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's a bit confusing for myself and all, I don't really know, but yeah, there's fights there, so there's fights, there's obviously conversations, everything's happening. I've always had a good relationship with Queensberry, with Frank, with everyone in the team. So yeah, we'll see. Like I say, I just got to keep winning, keep doing my thing, and then I'm sure, God willing, the shows are there. You've got big Saudi shows, you've got 5v5s, you've got world title fights there, so yeah, it's brilliant.
Are you and Reuquen Cona on a collision course?
Yeah, they mentioned Ryan Garner and they said, well, is anyone being interested in the fight? But like Ryan said, we're both fighting men. That's not a problem if it makes sense. So there's got to be something going on. I'm number 4 in the world, you know. I'm number 4 in the WBO world rankings. Like, it's got to make sense for myself as well. For him as well, he's got children and a wife, you know. You can't be having these sorts of fights on these shows for little money. Like,
He's in a tough fight against Liam Dillon.
And he's got to do what he's got to do on the Saturday. You can't write off Liam Dillon. You cannot write off Liam Dillon. He's a great fighter. He's there to win. He's definitely not here to make numbers up. So yeah, we'll see how everything plans out over the weekend, and then we'll all go from there.
Archie, God bless you. Appreciate
God bless you,
your time.
mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that.